Good morning. Welcome to Village in Motion. Today is Tuesday, August 22nd, 2017. My name is Susan Gerhardt, and our first guest this morning is Donna Epps.
Good morning,
Director
Susan.
of Resident Life. How are you?
I am great this morning. How are you?
I'm happy to be inside where it's air conditioned.
I'm telling you, and all of our post-eclipse activities.
That's right. We got through it, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
There we go. Donna, tell us what is involved in being Director of Resident Life. I know that you have recently taken over everything Resident Life, and now you're in charge.
Yes, I am. And it has been a great transition, but as of yesterday, I have officially taken over all of the departments in Resident Life, and I'll briefly go through those. And then I have a different department I'm going to focus on today.
Okay.
Because there are going to be a lot of activities starting this week. But as of yesterday, I have all of the clinical departments, including home support services, which, as everyone knows by now, those are our private duty nurses, aides, and companions. Home health, we have our own certified home health agency, as well as hospice services and social work. And those are the departments that I was responsible for when I was first hired.
And those are referred to usually as ancillary services?
Yes, ancillary and clinical services, yes.
Okay.
And then the other departments were transitioned month by month. So I'm also responsible for our wonderful Channel 6 crew, the Fitness Center, Pastoral Ministries, and as of yesterday, I took on Special Trips and Community Resources. So that completes all of those departments.
You are one busy lady.
I am, but I do like the variety because my background has been more in managing clinical areas, and so now I get a chance to manage what we call the cultural departments as well. So I like having that diversity. It does keep me busy, but it also keeps me very engaged and very interested in and involved in the activities with the independent living residents and resident groups.
Well, among all of these, you will be meeting lots and lots of residents.
Yes.
Right, and that's a good thing.
That's the favorite part of my job, actually.
There you go. So tell us what you would like to talk about this morning.
Well, first I want to put a plug in for our special election, which is coming up next week on August 29th.
So a special election is one that normally a lot of people don't think they need to go to, but this is pretty important.
Yes, it is, because it is for the one at-large school board member. And one of the things that I have recently learned this week is that Green Spring is its own election precinct.
That's right.
And we have over 1,800 registered voters in the community. And that oftentimes the voter turnout is greater here than in the general community.
Yes, I think we're pretty popular.
Yes, I think so. And I've actually been working with Kathleen Henry, who has quite a history with the election process here at
She does a wonderful job.
Yes, she does. And then I also met our chief election officer, who is Mr. Ivan Ives, and then the assistant election officer is Ann Daniels. And so those three individuals, along with our community resources staff and myself, are working with the election office to make sure that we have a seamless election next week. Our
elections work very smoothly here. We'll remind everyone that our election precinct, our voting headquarters is in Hunter's Crossing Conference Room in the lower level.
Yes.
You enter the election area through either the elevator or down the stairs,
yes,
and you will leave the election area usually through the back elevator that goes up through the back of the kitchen, and you will be herded that direction if you try to go another direction.
Yes.
This election is for a special at-large school board member, which we may
yes,
not think of as being very important, but in Fairfax County, our school board is very important.
Yes.
And although we have no children in the schools, many people have grandchildren, and the school board is very, very important. So
yes, it is.
Important for us to take a few minutes and go down and vote.
Yes, it is, absolutely. And what's interesting, I don't live in this county, but I am an election officer in the county in which I live as well. So it's very important to get out there and exercise your vote, because it is a very important decision, and any election
Yes.
is important. So I have learned about the history of the election process here, and I hope that everyone who is registered here does get out to vote next week.
Good. Great. What else is on your calendar?
Well, we have some important events coming up that are being spearheaded by our community resources staff, and that's the staff that I will focus on today. We typically have 3 community resources staff, but we know we have one, Kelly Lackstunder, who was promoted, and she is now our volunteer coordinator for the community, and her office is moved from Town Center over to Garden Ridge. So we do have Anita and Janelle, who are carrying on the mantle, and Kelly is still providing us some support, but we do have 4 really good candidates for her replacement, and we have a panel of people who will be interviewing them over the next couple of weeks.
Good.
So we hope to have that position filled soon.
Excellent.
But Anita and Janelle are still being very, very busy. So, and they each have divided up those responsibilities. So Janelle, whose office is here in Village Square, is working closely with our Northern Virginia Senior Olympics. And that is coming up in September. You need to register online by September 2nd, and you can also register by mail by August 26th, which is fastly approaching.
So there are lots of activities in which one could participate.
Yes,
and
there
if
are.
you think that you might like to participate, and it's even things like, I think, playing bridge.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
if you think you'd like to participate, contact Anita or Janelle and they can help you.
Absolutely, and we have registration forms available in the fitness center, which I do also believe have instructions for how you register online.
Good.
And we are also hosting one of the events here on September 11th and 12th. We are hosting the Wii Bowling Tournament
Good.
down in Forest View in the gym space down there. So I look forward to looking in on that. And then Janelle also wanted me to remind folks that as we move into the fall season, we're getting back into the football season. I'm a Washington Redskins fan myself, but on Friday, September 29th, we will have our Football Spirit Day.
And what happens on Football Spirit Day?
Well, you are encouraged to wear your favorite college or NFL team jersey, and we will have lots of activities here in the Village Square lobby with picture taking and some treats and some surprises. So can't reveal what those are.
So we should get our t-shirts and sweatshirts out and come down for some free food and get our picture taken and have a good time.
Absolutely. And that's also another great opportunity for staff and residents to get involved in an activity together.
Good. And it will be in the Village Square
lobby, yes.
Okay.
Then Anita is and Janelle are working on our wonderful Green Springs Got Talent event, which is this week on Thursday on August 24th from 2 o'clock until 3:30. And that is going to be in the Village Square Theater. And I understand that we have some wonderful acts.
I saw a program yesterday. I think we have something like 20 acts.
Yes.
And some real good surprises and some really great talent.
Yes. So I encourage everyone to come out and support our residents and our staff in our very own talent show.
The talent is not just residents, it's also staff.
Yes.
And I heard one of our staff members yesterday, I heard George Rollis sing, and he has a gorgeous voice.
Wow.
So just amazing.
Yes.
So do come in here. There are lots of great talent, but that was one that was rehearsing yesterday, and I was just, oh my gosh. So
yes.
Just beautiful.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it myself.
Yes.
And then
come on down, you'll have a good time.
Yes, and of course I've already talked about the election, and yesterday we had wonderful participation with all of our Eclipse activities around the community. So
did you go out and watch?
I did.
And what did you see? Did you have the special glasses?
Of course, yes. I had the glasses, and got a chance to look at 2 different views at 2 different times. So that was just
okay.
a great activity, again, to participate in with some of our residents
It
and
was a pretty
staff.
exciting day.
It was.
I
It
was talking with one lady, a neighbor of mine, who said that at some point much, much earlier in her life, she grew up in Sweden, and she said at that time they took a water glass, they were told to take a water glass and put soot on the bottom of it, either from a fire or a candle, and looked through that to see the eclipse.
Wow.
And obviously it worked because her sight is fine
How about
now.
that? How about
But
that?
just the interesting things over the years that people come up with a way to see it.
Absolutely.
It was a very exciting day.
Yes, it was.
Right,
It
yeah.
was.
What else is going on in Resident Life?
Well, one of the things that I do want to do is talk about our hospice program, because we
Yes.
are looking for some more resident volunteers in our hospice program, and we have opportunities for people to volunteer in the office as well as with our staff who care for the residents. So we do have several positions, if you will, open. So I encourage people to contact our hospice office and ask for the manager, Rachel Kinney.
Rachel was here just last week,
Yes.
and she also said that. I think the important point there is volunteering with hospice is not always, although it can be, with the person who is under hospice care.
Yes.
There are lots of other opportunities.
That is correct.
So that, and one thing that she mentioned was the music therapy they're doing now.
Yes, that is so exciting.
That was a good opportunity if you are musical, or if you would like to help in selecting music or maybe recording music, that there were some opportunities there.
Yes, there are, and while we are, well, they will be working with a music therapist, we can certainly take advantage of any of the talents that our residents have.
Yes. Right. Great. Donna, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for having
Lots
me.
of interesting information.
Yes.
We'll look forward to seeing you again next month.
Thank you.
Okay, and we'll be back in just a moment with Lynn Keefe from General Services.